What is the difference between the term antimicrobial versus antibiotic? That is one of the most common questions that I have encountered lately. Ladies and gentlemen, take a listen. First, let's analyze the term antimicrobial. Anti means against, microbial means any microscopic organism that cannot be seen by our naked eye, including viruses, bacteria, protozoa, fungi, and also parasites. Anyway, in a sense, an antimicrobial is any substance or chemical that broadly acts against viruses, bacteria, protozoa, and other type of microorganism. So, antimicrobial is a general term that refers to a group of drugs or substances that include antibiotics or antibacterials or antifungal, antiprotozoal, or antivirals. And by the way, antimicrobials are intended to be used outside of the body, Okay? And antibiotics on the other hand are a subset or a type of antimicrobial products used to fight infections in humans and in animals. And remember this, ladies and gentlemen, antibiotics are only used to treat bacterial infections, so they are not effective against viruses. They are not effective against fungal infections. So this antibiotics can either function to inhibit or discourage the growth or the reproduction of bacteria. In that way, we call them bacteriostatic. Okay, when they have the ability to kill, destroy, or eliminate entirely the bacterial cells, we call them bactericidal. Okay, so now key points to remember. Antimicrobials is a general term that refers to a group of drugs or substances that includes antibiotics, antifungal, or antivirals. Antimicrobials are not necessarily antibiotics, but antibiotics are antimicrobials. Okay, if that makes sense. Antibiotics are exclusively utilized for medical purposes in humans and in animals, and they're exclusively effective against bacterial infections. Antibiotics can either inhibit bacterial reproduction or they could eliminate, kill, or destroy the bacterial cells entirely. Antibiotic is a term used to describe a compound that is used to combat bacterial infections inside the body, while antimicrobial is a broader term for any agent that inhibits or kill a multitude of microorganisms both inside or outside of the body. So let's take this a little bit further. How about if I ask you, when you see penicillin, is that antimicrobial or antibiotic? So, in a sense, by definition, it is an antibiotic which is also under the umbrella of antimicrobial. How about if I tell you, let's say, Medihoney, is that an antibiotic or antimicrobial? It is an antimicrobial. You know why? Because according to study, it has the ability to inhibit or destroy viruses, bacteria, and other type of organisms. If you notice, ladies and gentlemen, today I have been very repetitious because you know why? We learn through repetition. Thank you very much and see you on the next video. Always remember that knowledge is power only when you act on it.